Are you tired of trading with US brokers that limit your leverage, block your hedging strategies, or make you jump through hoops with endless KYC requirements? Maybe you're a scalper who just wants tighter spreads, or maybe you want to use a hedging strategy without worrying about the FIFO rule. Well, that's exactly where offshore brokers come in. But before you jump ship, there are some serious trade-offs you need to know about. Before we get started, quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Trading with offshore brokers comes with risks, and you should always understand those before funding any account. Alright, let's dive in. So why would a US trader even consider going offshore? Well, here are some of the main reasons. Higher leverage, way beyond what US brokers allow. The ability to hedge freely without dealing with FIFO restrictions. Access to brokers that don't require strict KYC. And of course, ultra-low spreads for scalpers and high-frequency traders. Sounds great, right? But here's the trade-off. When you use an offshore broker, you lose the protection and oversight provided by US regulators like the NFA and CFTC. If you're a beginner still learning about concepts like leverage and margin, I strongly recommend sticking with a US-regulated broker first. But if you're a pro trader who understands the risks and still wants that freedom, you're in the right place. Because in this video, I'll walk you through the best offshore Forex brokers that accept US clients, and I'll do that based on real data, hands-on testing, and my personal trading experience. Now, before I introduce the top brokers, let me quickly explain how we actually test them. Here at Offshore Forex, we've built a custom system that pulls live data from real trading accounts, not demos. The system tracks spreads by sampling several times a minute 24/7 and also updates swap rates daily. In addition to that infrastructure, we've developed two expert advisors designed to accurately measure execution speed on both MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. This gives us a super precise view of how each broker performs in the real world. For offshore brokers, I'm extra cautious. I started with a list of around 10 that claim to accept US clients. After checking their websites, talking to customer support, and digging through trader reviews, I narrowed it down to 4 brokers that pass my strict standards. I'm not gonna go through each broker one by one in this video. Instead, I'll give you a general overview of all 4 and highlight which ones work best for different trading strategies. If you want the full deep dive with detailed test results, spreads, and swap rate comparisons, check out the full review on our website. I'll leave the link in the description. Alright, let's break down which broker is best for which type of strategy. All 4 brokers performed well in our tests, but each has its strengths. If you're a scalper chasing the lowest spreads in the industry, these brokers are unbeatable, especially on major pairs. To put that in perspective, most regulated brokers average around 0.7 pips for euro to US dollar, while these offshore brokers often cut that in half. That's a massive difference if you're scalping or using tight stop yays. Among these 4 brokers, Coinex and Ventura consistently showed the lowest spreads. I've personally traded with Coinex for a few years. Withdrawals are generally smooth. That said, if your main focus is gold scalping, Ventura edges out the rest with slightly better gold spreads. If you run high-frequency EA and execution speed is your top priority, Dura Markets performed best in our latency tests. All brokers were under 100 milliseconds, but Dura Markets was the fastest overall. If you hold trades for several days, the differences in the brokers are minimal. Swap rates, which are important for long-term trading, are almost identical for most pairs across all 4 brokers. There's really no noticeable difference between them, so if you're a swing or position trader, you can go with any of them. So to sum it up, Coinex and Ventura, best for scalping. Dura Markets, best for high frequency and EA trading. All 4 are pretty much the same for long-term positions. Remember, offshore trading isn't for everyone. You lose US regulatory protection, but you gain flexibility, higher leverage, and better trading conditions. If you want to dive deeper, I've linked a full breakdown article in the description. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.